I'm still here, motherfucker. We ain't ending yet. Okay, live curation aside, hopefully nothing has really changed in that department. I have to get used to my slightly new way of having things because, I got a new desk. And, like, it's got... it's got quite the girth to it. The length, I should say. So, it's basically my personal desk and my work desk. But my work desk is, like, way the fuck over there. I gestured and shit, like you could see me. Hello, Jinder, how is you? Alright. See my mouse cursor. Good, you're gonna need that. You're doing okay? That's fair. I had to make a quick adjustment for dinner, because the meat I was gonna use had gone off. I'm still grumpy about that, but we live. We live and we get by. Ow. I mean, it was pork. It was just a few days old, but I wasn't going to chance it after smelling it. It smelled real goddamn gamey. I wasn't sure if some of it was going gray or not, so into the bin it goes. We don't chance that shit. There's one thing I need to get sorted at the moment. My mic position. You got insanely lucky on the today new character in Ether Gazer. Congrats on that. I did see that. Yeah, that should be correct. I'm gonna move my mic a little bit. Well, my mic arm, rather. Might be too close to my monitors. A lot of friction with that. I mean, good. We want that. That was clockwise. There goes. Kind of, not really. Lots of friction. Yep. And how do I know it was draw 5 of a 10 draw? Game tracks depth for the next pity 5-star. Oh, well, fair enough. Actually, I was looser there for a second. Firmly on that lip. Yes. The desk construction leaves a little bit to be desired. There we go. Now I can kind of have it more like this. Hopefully still be heard relatively well. And at least one eye can see the monitor well. Okay. Hey, remember when I was playing this game? Or I suppose rather, this mod situation? There's a lot of rests at the end of that song. I was afraid my whole fucking computer crashed. Heimdall 2 is very nifty. Also has too many options for me to consider it a good fit for me. Sadness. Yeah, we're gonna do survival, and we're gonna call this world, Yulgaron. I literally just popped in my head, so now it is now known as Yulgaron. Yep, better X. Whatever that means. Game rules, experiments, game rules, hang on. There is one rule that I will change every goddamn time. Actually, should be more simplistic rules. Cross the fold. Do environmental freeze. Oh. We don't care about chat. Because we're doing single player. Find spread, update, whatever. La so you can do infinite lava. We're gonna keep that rule the same. TNT explosions and blocks won't drop their loot. I hate that roll. No! Turn that shit off. Universal anger is off. Disable raids off. That's fine. No. Fuck you, creepers. Thus, the rule is moot. Yes, keep inventory after death is on. I hate that you drop your fucking inventory. It's like, oh, we want to design Minecraft now as Mojang to incentivize exploration. Cool idea. Hey guys, when am I gonna be allowed to leave my fucking base again? Because y'all don't really do that very well. Alright, that's basically all that I would change. So Yulgaron, create new world. We're gonna be here for like an hour. He's looking right at you. Sort of. Now he is. Up. 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 There it goes. See a little bit of generation. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Knockout. Once the ball got rolling, it really started to go. I guess this hill is a little bit more of a cliff. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up. 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 Now we wait for like another hour as the game loads all the shaders and shit. When you mod Minecraft, y'all should be aware that many of things tend to take forever and a day. Come on, I want to play my damn RPG. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, oh. Okay, who you are? You are a Flameborn created by Skeletons. Overruled, quest to stop the Void's invasion. Talon Tree, Kenai, quick roll. Forms guided. Like, music is off. Just period. Sometimes 3 forevers. Blah. Oh, the frames. Hold steady, game. Hold. Oh, that's lovely. Criminy. I'm wondering if this... Oh, oh. Oh, oh. Oh, yes, very helpful. Hang on, I need to change my HUD size. I just realized that this shit is too large. GUI scale. Hey, how about a more... Okay, that's too small. A more reasonable 2, eh? Thank you. Now I can fucking see shit. Where's frame rate data? Memory. You say like half of it already. I'm attempting to see where it ultimately will say. Whoa! I know there's somewhere that has, like, fucking frames. It seems to be pretty smooth. Hopefully that is the case. And oh, hello. Ah. I took damage and the game's like, ah! Help! No, I didn't keep that on there. Yeah, my dash is there. Change. Whoop. That is concerning that the game freezes like that. As long as it powers through, right? I guess I need a more powerful PC. To play Minecraft, of all games. I also went in and changed a bunch of controls. I know I changed roll to something. Oh. I thought that was dash. No, this is... It's now my equals key, which is on my mouse. Okay, I have to assume that is a mansion of some sort. Is it a desert or a beach? It is a grassy beach. I suppose that answers my question. Good old Zeros. Oh, what? Okay, so I guess that's... Mana, squirrel, how is you? I don't know where I want to set up, but apparently there's a big-ass hole in the middle here. You're good? Good to hear. We're gonna see how bad the video will look as well, because I gotta, as evidenced by the title, there is a plugin that I've given to OBS that should be recording the gameplay source. So, not everything including the overlay that you can see for the stream, but just the gameplay within. Because I keep that separated. That's okay. Ow. Oh, right. This isn't fucking block game. I have to actually go out of my way to find food to heal. Because hunger is stupid, and I'm still mad about that fact, that this is how they decided you should do healing and stuff. When will you not be upset about it? Fucking never. It is like my least favorite goddamn change of the century. I do have bread, I suppose. For half a second, I would have thought that was a Pokemon. What's in here? Gotta do classic Minecraft stuff. I don't know if I want to, like... Hello, map? Are you not keeping an accurate eye on the whole of the map? Insufficient trees punched. Yes. There are certainly plenty of trees here. A pebble. the fuck was that? Oh, for God's sake. Get out of here! That was coming from the game. Also, my sensitivity is way too goddamn high. Why? Why? Less, please. Thank you. I am an old man. I prefer to not have my mouse sensitivity that of a fucking caffeinated up pre-teenager playing CSGO. Or more likely Call of Duty. I don't exactly want to build next to the mansion. That's just begging for trouble. Point in case, I think a pillager's coming over to investigate me. Oh, that looks nice. Those do not look nice. Squids look a little terrifying. Whoa. So yeah, today I honestly didn't know what I wanted to stream, so I'm like, I got this new plugin. I finally fixed the issues with my Minecraft mod packs. By reinstalling Prism. So why not give her a whirl? Is that a village? Is that... Hello! The hell is that? That's a mythic mount. I want it! I don't know what I'm doing, but I want it! Uh-oh. Well, this seems like an awful idea. What foods do you like? Honestly, constantly doing that seems like a fast way to piss the bird off. The hell is this? Oh. Apparently there's a beehive nearby. Well, that is indeed a beehive. Hey, it's a village. Ah! One of particularly odd construction. Is also killing my frame rate a little bit. Honestly, I probably have enough time for like a test recording. We almost have 30 minutes of footage, and I don't want to sit there and parse like... Why do you have a redstone lamp? Like, what? Is that a chocobo? You! What are you? It's a courier bird. Ah! Legally distinct chocobo is what that is. I know the last time I did a mod, or played this mod pack, I actually spotted near a village and decided, yeah, that's where I'm going to set up shop. I don't know if I want to do that this time, because it was annoying having to deal with the fucking villagers breaking into my house and sleeping in my bed. My bed, damn it. Mine. Not theirs, mine. I don't know what I want to do. It's always such a big decision. What do you do in a game like Minecraft? Do anything you want, really. But importantly, I do want to get an axe, so that way I can chop some trees. That. Oh, it's more village. That's to this spot, then. Jeez Louise. And there's like an ancient Aztecian-styled temple. Oh, good. It is the middle of the night, and I don't have any lights. That could be a problem. Thankfully, I am equipped. That is something to appreciate about this mod pack, is that it has better combat, so you're not just stuck there looking like a complete fool. I need to find a fruit or a vegetable, and then I can do the rest of this. What, the melon slice doesn't count? Does an apple count? An apple does count. Well, shit, I guess I gotta go find some fucking oak trees. Wonder where I'll find that in the middle of the fucking redwood forest. Nothing else, redwood is like the perfect kind of tree to have around you. Hey, you want wood? Okay, it's not a question of how much do you want, it's whether you want the whole tree or not. I guess that's still the same question. Phrased in a slightly different way. Also, is it just me, or does it not look completely asininely dark? I had that problem before, and I couldn't see shit at night. Ooh, pretty. Oh, right. Yes, the ores glow with this, resource pack. I'm still underwater? I was. Is that another goddamn village? There are a lot of those, it seems. Is that a village? I don't know what the fuck that is. That does appear to be a village. Well, I'm just gonna be out here. Ah, fucking finally. Something that's not a jungle. Grapes. They are grapes. Oh, really? That counted as a fruit? I feel like I should be mad about that. But I won't be. Well, now we gotta craft a chest, and then we'll get the chest upgrade stuff. So I guess now's as good a time as any to go make a house. Or at least get started. This booter. Why yes, I love lag. I love lag in my single-player game. When I'm supposed to be offline, even. I love lag. Wonderful, wondrous lag. That is a creeper. Well, I tried. One of the downsides of this. Hey, do you want to kill that creeper over there? Good fucking luck, buddy. Maybe it's the dwarf in me, but I always want to, like, make something in the side of a hill. The fuck is that I want to build in that? Do you see that? Maybe you don't have the same vision as me, but that would look like a sick fucking castle over there. Built into the side of that mountain. Even though it's, like, not super impressive looking. I want it. How to navigate down. Thankfully, I have way too much practice doing this because of playing block game. A coral snake? Hello, sir. Or ma'am. I don't mean to assume. Well, that just feels wrong. Hacking drowned. Got him. All right. I just don't want to be harassed by the enemies. Also, in normal Minecraft, I'd actually attempt to avoid fighting, because fighting is ass. Better combat makes it less ass. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Maybe, maybe. Ooh. Hey! That's some gunpowder. I, for like half a second, thought that was an oddish. I have Pokemon on the brain. Maybe I need to fucking resume my goddamn Nuzlocke. Alright. Where should I dig into this fucking hill? It's like, ooh, a lava fall. That makes an even better fortress. Wrong. See all the trees on top of that? That's not a dwarvy hill. An elven bastion waiting to be on top of the dwarven hill, and then what? You own all the ore under you. Oh, cool. Right. I forgot that sprinting costs a lot of stamina outside of block game. I'm spoiled by block game, because, like, you can just basically sprint forever in that. But not in Minecraft. No. Never. Forever. This will work. Probably won't take me too long to get stone, unfortunately. Yep. There it is. Now to just resolve the stone issue. I'm also going to... Give me just a moment. Stop the recording. And I will take a look at that later. Make sure that... Make sure it looks alright, and if it doesn't look alright, then make sure that, I never do that again. But if that worked out, and it isn't super intensive on my computer for certain games, I could see myself doing some recording and tackling of some challenges. Yeah, yawn. That helps. Ooh, I made a rare wooden pickaxe. Forgot. Well, I didn't forget, necessarily. But I kind of forgot that, like, that's a thing with the mod pack in question, is that you have rarity on your equipment, and I just made a rare pickaxe. Oh, I was so hoping there was a fucking cave under this. Yeah, that footstep noise is totally not going to give me the heebie-jeebies just randomly. Totally not. Don't know what you're on about. But at any rate, I had a fucking day today. Work was work. I don't really want to talk about work. Nevertheless, like that's about as much as I would be willing to mention about work. It was busy, which a day after Labor Day, I guess makes sense. Raining. But still, not exactly something that you want, like, right out the gate. You know? Like, you come into work, and you immediately get a call, when you normally don't get a call. Just throws off your whole mojo. You know what I mean? I sadly don't have other sticks. So to cut down... Hey, remember when I said I love lag in my single-player games? Yeah, this is precisely what I fucking meant. Hey, it's uncommon. It still gets fucking debuffs. Why is it that rare is the unequivocally great thing to have? Excuse me. But uncommon just is more undesired. Alright, time to chop down some trees. Is this a little annoying? Yes. But ultimately, that's how many, like... Okay, no, there's like 25 in here. So, like, I'm putting in half the effort to cut down the entirety of the tree. And I don't have to go up there and look for everything either. And there it goes. I do have to run around and gather everything, though. Why is an apple the forbidden fruit? I know why it is the forbidden fruit, but why is it the forbidden fruit? And progress is shared across the tree, so... It does look kind of silly that it's being held up by such a thin little twig. I mean, it could be worse. So much wood. What would you give to get so much wood? That was an awful pun. I need to go back to the drawing board with my jokes sometimes. And that is one of those times. We'll get into some of the mods, hopefully. The big one that I want to poke around at, because it's just so cool, is the create mod. Oh, yeah. Right. Well, when it's just the one, you just pick up the log. Although a bridge across to that lava fall would be cool. See? It's not always about making your castle next to the lava fall. Sometimes it's about making it so you have a bridge to the lava fall. I say to no one in particular. Oh, I guess I shouldn't be that surprised that the cave is literally right here. That is full of monsters. I would rather go in there with a light. The hell? That is a big butterfly. We're sure that's a butterfly and not like Mothra's child? What are you? No. Apparently that's just a regular ass butterfly. You could have fooled me, to be perfectly honest. Okay, the reason I got so much wood, believe it or not, okay, losing out on one. Well, for my sanity, I'm gonna say no. Bottom one, then we just hit this one a bunch. Should pick up both. Whoop. Motions and such behind me. Alright. We're going to take that stack of 64, 8 coal, and now I'm going to turn all that into charcoal. Now my torch needs are resolved. Just so long as I make more charcoal instead of use regular coal. Of course, I could use regular coal, but I'm just, you know, heck, I'm using it to make that stuff because it's just more efficient that way. Like, yeah, I could use wood to make charcoal from wood. But that hurt. That makes my brain hurt. My brain's like that. What? But you already would be making charcoal by lighting the original wood on fire. And this... Honestly, that's not one of the reasons why I dislike Minecraft. I'm mostly just spouting gobbledygook. So you can hear me talk while I do things. Because otherwise, you would just be watching this. For like 3 hours. Tops. And I don't know about you, but I don't think that's very good. Also, this pickaxe is gonna break. Oh, those are just sticks. A common stone pickaxe? Look at all those negatives! Slower digging! It's more fragile, and it's slower in general. Don't use this as a melee weapon. Message received. Still need iron to break redstone, if I recall correctly. Big yawn. It's been a long day. I'm just glad it's over. It shouldn't break into down there. Brain is thinking. Brain is thinking of... Do I make living space? And then start making all the side rooms for all the bullshittery? Like storage and nonsense? Because usually I just make, like, my house one practical box. But there's a part of me that's like, well, that's boring. Why not do something a little bit more unique? Yay, another coal to take up another inventory slot. Some mods just don't make a lot of sense to me. It's like, what is lignite coal good for? Other than a these balls joke. Because you could go, what's lignite? And just, you know, leave it off the... Yeah, hello, baby. I have been smooched. Well, the joke got interrupted. What's lignite? Lignaball? Anyway. So why don't you have a rarity? The fuck? You're just a regular ass sword. And at the end of the day, there's not really much more you could ask for. Oh, there are all my twigs. So 28 sticks. And now I have a full stack of torches. I have to figure out how I want to formulate this. Because I don't dislike the idea of, like, door to, like, a landing and then you take stairs down. Because it's, like, underground. Thank you, bot. We'll figure it out as we go. I got more shit to mine. Oh yeah, there's seasons, which really is just a giant debuff to farming. Which sucks, but I mean, it also adds reasoning to have, like, a proper greenhouse mechanic. which actually requires its own construction, but I mean, you know, that's giant whatever. I might also, I also do want to say, I'm doing this partly as like some research on like all the mod packs, or the mods in this mod pack, because I would be interested in doing something of a Minecraft series. I'm interested in doing a lot of things, and I don't execute on them. Nevertheless, taking that interest I think is neat, and it would just basically be like, here are a bunch of achievements I made up, because that would be the best way to play this game for me, is have something of a questing system. Yeah. All right. Ads are going to play any second now, so let's take a break. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We will be back with a little bit more Minecraft. I will see you guys in a bit. I live still. Hopefully you missed me. Let's get back to digging some shit up. And also kind of like mentally planning how I want this to look. Because, I mean, I just really have a loose framework that I'm kind of like attempting to mentally build. We're probably going to end up like doing some framing. Because, like, what would have been helpful if I grabbed some of that bamboo so I could make scaffolding? Because, like, doors would be here. And then you do, like, stairs. Boom. Boom. Not that far, obviously. But then, like, this spot would be ground, so then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then you'd have, like, a ceiling up there. And then I'm weird. I do ceiling and floor spaces, meaning my buildings end up being a little bit taller. And look a little bit funkier. Ow, Jesus Christ! Asshole. Reminds me, what did I set my, oh, it was, oh, right. Rogues, Rangers. 76 with 220. Yay. Gotta kill more mobs. Because normally that's on N, but I set it to O because I'm weird. But also there's like 16 conflicting commands. More even. In this mod pack, so I had to do something. I definitely think... The unfortunate thing is for the initial framework of this, like, building, I'm going to use cobblestone. Three, 4. And I say unfortunately, even though it's like every Minecraft player's best friend at the end of the day, is just because, like, it's not really a pretty block, you know? I don't want to break that yet, so we're just gonna do this. Yes, I hear you. I understand that you're down there. Oh, no, you're not down there. You're up here with me. Ow. Punk. I wonder if there is a mod that, like, removes hunger. Let's do it so the ceiling height is up here. Just like to make a shovel at some point, but now is not that point. Shovels are nigh on optional, because there's nothing in Minecraft that doesn't require a high-tier shovel. It's literally a convenience tool. In fact, the only progression item that is required in Minecraft is a pickaxe. So, I now dare somebody to beat Minecraft with nothing more than a wooden sword with no enchantments. Like, kill the Ender Dragon with that. You can have as many wooden swords as you want, but that's your only weapon. I'm alright. Ugh. Hate doing that. Drink a fluid and it goes down the wrong tube. Also, I want a touchable landing anyway, so it would be here. Yeah. Down to this level. 1, 2, 3. This is where ultimately we're going to want that. I don't think there's really a real-life example of a house that would do this, but this isn't a house anyway. It's gonna be a dwarven fortress thing. Still working out if I want it to be like a fortress castle town doodad or what. Seeing as that's right where landing is we'll wall that up. Like, we'll replace the cobblestone material at some point. Just for now, we'll have to live with it. Which, there are worse things I have made a house out of. Like dirt, for a starter. Excuse me. Yeah, that'll work. Alright. It's done! Alright, now I can break you. Just didn't want to interrupt the work, because Minecraft... Admittedly, this is not explicitly Minecraft's fault. I'm pretty sure other games would do this too. Minecraft doesn't retain the progress of a furnace if you were to break it when it's mid-burning of a material. Are perfectly fine. Yeah, we got a cool mod where it opens both at the same time. Wonderful. All right. And then while it does feel a little cramped up here, that's perfectly okay in my book. Then it goes down into the main room, which for right now can just be our living space, because I don't quite know how I want to expand it. Yeah, for right now, this will be kind of just a living space, so it will be all too practical per my usual want. I'm gonna go ahead and replace the walls, though. Is that sapphire? That is sapphire. Well, I guess I'm not replacing that wall. Or at least that little bit. Stone pickaxe. Dude, for all the flaws of block game, I am spoiled by the fact that I can just fucking fix my tools whenever I want. What debuffs do you have? Dig speed, durability, reach! Cool, so now... Nope. Nope. I gotta be within 3 blocks. 3 blocks to mine something. That's fucked up, yo. Whose idea was this? I just want to talk. For the moment, it'll just be this. And I'm mostly making it out of cobblestone, so I have some clear parameters compared to other stone that I can mine around. That way I don't accidentally break through into my room, and then I have to, like, do a patch job anyway. Basically, it's the... I have this material lying around, so I'm just going to make the living space out of this. That's ruby? Oh, you fooled me. I thought it was redstone, but admittedly, we are far too high to get redstone. Bonk my head. That's fine. The furnace is in the way. That's okay. Go. Excuse me again. We'll do this just kind of for now. I I don't necessarily have plans for the room. I say that. For the underground there. 5x4, it's a really weird cube. But I know I'm going to be digging around anyway. So may as well have it while I figure out what I want to do. Let me see. Is the matter of going underneath into the cave and figuring out what the hell all is down there. Didn't have to fall. I wasn't going to. Ow. No! And I'm blind. Because that's how skeleton creepers work. They make you blind. I have leveled up. Okay. Less risk of death. Oh, but I haven't gotten a talent point. Very different thing. Spiders. That's quite a few things. I gotta be careful. I am dying. I am dying. I am dying. I don't drop my stuff on death, sure. Still would rather not die. Got him. Look at all the arrows they were fucking shooting at me, dude. And I'm dead. Awesome. Ah, yeah, that's another good reason why I would rather not die. I don't have a bed to set my spawn point yet. That's awkward. Just a bit. It's like... Yes, hello, pillagers. Well, that was just fucking rude. A bamboo log? Even be the difference? It sure is taking a minute to chop. What? Oh, that just makes straight bamboo planks. Interesting, I suppose. Because otherwise, you have to get like a shitload of bamboo, make a bamboo block, and then turn that bamboo block into bamboo plates. Or planks. But with these bamboo logs, you can just go straight to doing that. Bamboo's weird. And also very cool. It's wool. Or Cool-eared? Words. It's a made-up word. The hell? I mean, actually, I just. Also, what I do? Pick that up. Hey! Don't leave the twigs behind, you goober. Spooky squids. Oh, God. No, I got a craving. Y'all help me. I have a sweet tooth. I want something sweet. But I shouldn't because I have to save my money. Not only do I have to save my money, but also, like, I shouldn't be eating, like, a bunch of sweets and stuff because your boy is trying to lose weight. I'm now also trying to justify it, and I am realizing that I haven't had quite as many calories as one could have in the day. I'm being asked to call the guy that mows my lawn. Do that. Ugh. Give me just a moment, guests in chat. That takes a little bit of priority because he didn't show up today. I shot him a text. I'm giving him a minute to see if he'll respond. I do apologize, folks. I'll see if a call won't help with that matter. Give me just a moment. I feel like it's just an airy chip. Oh, I can kind of feel what you're talking about. Anyway, sorry folks, I tried to call the guy who does my lawn. Because I would say I'm a lazy bastard, but really, my folks. Touché. I would say I'm a lazy bastard, but it was partly my folks' idea, because I have a hard time getting out to do, like, mow the lawn anyway. And they're like, well, let's give Mitchell a hand, and they set me up with this, and admittedly, I like the guy, and he does a good job, so I'm not complaining at this point. I also agreed to the idea, because I'm not gonna lie, it takes a lot out of me just to mow the lawn, because I am out of fucking shape. But, he will swing by later this week instead, rather than... Because he didn't show up today, which is not a big deal. I just kind of shrugged, and I'm like, maybe he's busy. But he also didn't have a way to contact me, so he contacted my folks, who originally made the deal to get a hold of me. So my folks got a hold of me to get a hold of him, so I got a hold of him. But in getting a hold of him, I was leaving a message. And then, like, he called me while I was leaving him a message. It just, it looks like a really silly triangle of, like, catch the... I guess it would be a wild goose chase, wouldn't it? I was gonna say catch the goose. Alright, I'm back, bitches. And then when I jump back into, you know, Mike being hot and everything, my fiance has a hate relationship with pork rinds, but they're going to... I don't know how much of their personal details I should divulge into. Basically, they're doing something that requires them to have a very specific diet. So they were thinking of having a snack that wasn't, like, made with, like, a flour-based ingredient. That wasn't Cheetos. Or anything along those lines. Something to, like, get some other type of, like, calorie into them. And then they're like, last time I tried pork rinds, I didn't like them because blah, 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 blah. And it was like, you know, it had liquid smoke as part of its, excuse me. Oh, damn, that's two. Look, I will give credit. I'm commenting on stuff that Automod is catching, which you guys aren't seeing. But at least the bot previous to the one it just caught was at least a little bit more creative with its, like, advertisement. It's like, hey, go to blah 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 to, like, or no, it's like, warning, going to blah 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 will result in all of these things. And it's very much like, oh my god. Motherfucker. I just got back, man! Hold on. I'm also realizing that there's something that... Because the use item place block is conflicting with something that I'm pretty sure I set. Oh, it's not... I probably missed it. How much money... Oh! Let's scope weapon. Yeah, that's the only one that's like that, then. I'm gonna unbind it real quick and see if that changes anything. Nope. Okay, then we'll just go back to scope weapon and put that back as right click. Oh! One of the mods is highlighting him because he killed me. Does he just get to, like, live forever or something, or what? But, I mean, I will laugh at dying to a creeper at the very least. I feel pathetic, though. It's like, me! Might as well. Prolific gamer. Also me. Just dies to a fucking creeper. You know. Just another Tuesday. Give me the lanterns. You realize how fucking hard it is to craft these? This is also my attitude in block game. It's like, gimme the lanterns. I haven't played that in a hot second. Not necessarily because of, like, feelings of burnout or anything either. Just... Oh. Because, like... I've been sinking my time in other things. Ow. That's a fine how do you do. What the hell? Set my new waypoint button. F. It was F. And we'll do a dark red. Mostly to, or it's not prisoner cells, it's prisoners' quarters. Quarters. So PQ. Good to know where things like that are. Pandas! More lantern. Ad break coming up. I am very much gonna want, like, some fucking sweet or something after stream. Which, again, is bad, because I shouldn't spend the money. But also, I'm craving it. It doesn't help that, like, my fiance got cookies. And really, I probably want some. I'm just being a biff and not asking to have any. Because, like, they're theirs, you know? And they got them for them. That way they would have a sweet little snack. Whoop. Okay, I thought that was a drop. I'm like, oh no. The bane of my existence while playing Minecraft, refusing to look where I leap. You think I'm joking, but actually, though. Oh, I did die all the... Wow, Jesus. I thought I was more, like, south from here. But I'll probably take the rest of the night off. For the most part after this. I've got some stuff I want to do. Mostly of the cleaning variety. Like, I gotta dust around the ceilings and walls in my office. Putting it in the new desk has made me realize, oh yeah, spiders are bastards and they will put webs just about anywhere. I call them bastards. Really, it's within their instincts and nature to do that. It's not like, you know, explicitly their fault, as it were. And they're not really bastards for it. Like, hey, do you want pest control? Well, you're gonna have to let a spider live near you if you want that. I think that was an apple proper. It was. Why are peaches worse than apples? This is bullshit. They're like the same equivalently. One whole peach is like one whole apple. Whether or not you can eat that fucking core. But on the topic of, like, things I've been spending time in, I have sunk a little bit more time into Balatro. To my chagrin. Because, like, that game is, like, perfectly formulated as, like, a roguelite. And there is that part of me that's like, I want to beat the hardest difficulty. I want to get all the things. I want to do X, Y, Z. I want... And then there's also that part of me that gets, you know, it's likely the autistic end of things, that gets really frustrated at stupid fucking failures, that I just want to yeet the goddamn game out a window. It's lucky it's a digital copy. Not like physical copies of the game exist anyway. It's still lucky it's digital. Otherwise, that shit would be flying in this room, I swear. Because, you know, as like, a person that is, I would say, does his best to be reasonable. I attempt to not let, like, my crash outs and stuff be too public on stream. They happen. I'm also just, in general, getting better about getting frustrated or anything, with anything, honestly. With mixed results. Today somebody on, like, at work, or rather, while working, because I received a call and the person on the line started to treat me like I was some sort of automated system. I was not amused, to say the very least. And, like, there was that part of me that after the call ended and I responded the way that I did, that I was like, you know, maybe I should have played it off like it was a compliment or something, or could have done X, Y, or Z. I was still very offended that somebody would think that I was a robot. Because, like, part of it does boil down to, you really have so little faith in who you are calling that you just automatically assume that I'm a robot, in spite of the fact that I introduced myself and have a name. And also, the first time you tried to do a prompt thing, I didn't go, I'm sorry I didn't catch that. I went, I'm sorry? Like, with that exact inflection and everything? And then you continue to treat me like I'm a robot? I was a little mad. I was a little upset, to say the least. I didn't take kindly to that. And it will probably reflect as such at work once that call gets graded, which is unfortunate, but hey. Ads are playing! I totally let that slip me. Get up, stretch, do what you gotta do in order to stay as healthy as you can be. Otherwise, don't go anywhere. We will be back with a little more anyway, Minecraft. I've got my test done. I'll see you guys in a bit. Ads are done! I've been sitting here chuckling at something for the better part of a couple of minutes. My bad. Alright. What is that purple thing? Frankly, those are famous last words. It's like there was a purple thingy on my mini-map. Like, what? Oh. God, I wish I had 5 emeralds. I could grow a cherry tree. Quest complete? Where's my book? That's mine cells. Which is dungeon stuff. Oh, there. I can see clearly. I have a blank chest upgrade, a gold ingot, and a backpack tank. So now we're to make a copper chest upgrade. Because, like, I guess whoever made this mod really doesn't like double wide chests. Which, I mean, I can't say I agree. At the same time, I don't disagree. Double wide chests take up a lot of space. So making it so they don't do that as much necessarily is, you know, actually kind of cool. I have to see if I can get my hands on the menu for organizing this stuff. Did I just get the one gold ingot? Cheap ass. I will think about a way to sort this nonsense that isn't just the sorting mod from a later at a later time. But this is what we got. I still can't mine up that sapphire because I need iron. I do believe that there is copper down here. So another reason why to, like, make my base around this, like, hilly area is so that way, like, if I want to flatten it, it's a shitload of work, so I actually have to work around the terrain. Because, like, I'm sure just about damn near everyone, when given the opportunity, would rather build on, like, completely flat ground, right? Like, that's what I would like to do. That's what I tend to do. I'm sure that's what plenty of people will tend to do. Shears as soon as possible. Shears some fucking sheep so I can make a bed. Because I didn't turn off wraiths. A little fuckers. Also, Can you pickaxe do it for the thorium? Okay. I'm being meowed at by the cat. You have 40 minutes. You have 40 minutes, kitty. Yeah, more interesting creations will come out if, like, you choose not to build on the entirely flat area. You know? To, like, no one in particular. I say this, too. Because, I mean, I don't know. I guess more than anything, I'm yelling it at myself. I'm projecting, dang it. Because the way that I look at it, it's a lot of, like, this want to give yourself this completely flat space. Seriously, why do peaches give so little nutritional value? But then apples just give, what? All that. So dumb. It's like, maybe it's this idea that, like, you don't have confidence in your build unless you can build it on something completely flat. But that flatness is not necessarily a advantage, as it were. Sometimes it can be something of a disadvantage. To some extent, I feel like you need a little bit of like terrain variety just to get an idea of what you really want to make, and like step outside your comfort zone. It shouldn't just always be about doing it precisely the way you want. Sometimes you should make it in a way that doesn't quite work out for you. Maybe you'll learn something new that way. Like, and this is where I've got an artist friend who I'm sure gets like the same fucking commission all the damn time because of this specific thing that they are an artist of. I will not go much further into detail there, both to kind of preserve their anonymity and also to not call myself the fuck out. Again, I love lag. Anyways, right click? No, shift, right click. There we go. Chest upgrade. And now it has one more row. Ain't that something? So it is not quite as good as a double chest, but it works. Can I store the iron? Yeah, I only have 4 iron. I want to keep looking in that little cave underneath here. See if there's anything else interesting that I can mine up. I know there's the salt. It doesn't... Oh, nope. It's iron. All one piece of it, unfortunately. Definitely going to be something that I'm going to want more of. Anyway, point is, like, I don't throw out outlandish challenges to my artist friend. I throw out stuff that's still on topic for what they do. But I do stuff that I'm like, oh, this character that you haven't done yet, doing this thing, is usually kind of how I do it. Make them do other characters instead of the usual, perhaps. Though, of course, artists, from what I understand, will also chomp at the bit for any excuse to do like their original characters. That said, I have been broke, so I haven't commissioned them. It's really just like they are willing to take a request from me, so I provide them a request, and therefore they do the thingy. But I will pay them. I will fucking pay them one day. I swear to Christ. Anything too interesting in this little cavern section. Kind of cute, though. Yeah, even looking up, I don't see... Oh! How did I miss that? But yeah, I don't see anything else that I need to get. I think that's emerald. The hell is that? Oh no, that's just cave moss. Glow lichen. Also, hello, Marnie. You are not getting fed early. Yeah, I saw you, motherfucker. Son of a bitch. Burn! Burn! I will say, as like a complaint, non-complaint in block game, when it comes to outside mobs that spawn, like enemies and stuff, Zombies and skeletons will still burn in sunlight if they don't have, like, a helmet and stuff. The issue is, though, in Black Game, they're usually scaled up to have, like, 8 times the health at higher levels. So it ends up being a very pointless thing that they do, is like, oh no, they're burning. It's gonna take all of, like, 2 minutes for them to die at this rate. Like, Jesus Christ. Poppies? I don't know what the hell I'm gonna do with that Botanica plant. Because, like, I see it, and it's like, I know what I could do with it, but that mod pack scares me. Arrow, twigs. I kind of want to keep the twigs. Poppy bush. Bleh. I'm imagining a skelly with enough health that it takes several day cycles for it to burn to death. I mean, it feels that way. It sure fucking feels that way. It's not quite that bad. But it's definitely, like, they have, like, hundreds of HP. That said, like, the weapons scale somewhat, so you're also doing, like, with tier 2 weapons, like, 20s of damage versus, you know, the 5 that this sword does. And, like, a tier 1 weapon does, like, 11 or something, and the tier 0 onion one, doesn't do half bad, but doesn't do great. That's a baby skeleton. Why? Who thought it was a good idea to implement tiny skeletons? Tiny zombies are already bad enough. I wanted the apple. Thank you, mouse. That is a shitload of raw copper. We'll take the iron. And it's a slight waste, but with all of that, we will turn it into iron bars. Lanterns. I think I'm supposed to have, like, stats, trinkets. There should be a lantern slot. There is a belt slot, which works. Helps keep things light. And maybe a smidge of night HP regen. Ugh. I mean, maybe. But just gods be good. Like, again, block game is... While it is built in Minecraft, it is very much not Minecraft in a lot of the ways that it works. And then it's also very Minecraft in some of the weird, stupid ways that it both breaks and works. Like, oh, excuse me. For example, one of those, as in each night fell to gain like 10% HP. Oh, God. Ugh. Such a skeleton may as well be immortal. Not they regen HP over time during the night. Still, skeletons at that point may as well be immortal. First. Again, I love it. I love it when my shit just lags. It is common. Cool. It's gonna break real fucking fast then, isn't it? Isn't it, iron pick? Isn't it, iron pick? Laugh! Minus 10% durability and minus 1 luck? How dare. Alright, I am going to break these weapons, or tools, rather. Alright, so unlucky sword. And just a bad pickaxe. But a bad pickaxe that can... Did you just... That is a paradox. For some reason, I thought that was an emerald, and I'm like, did you just also drop an emerald? Now, Again, lag in my single-player game. Love it. Ruby! Ow. I know it's not entirely Mojang's fault that, like, sometimes your single-player game will lag, but I will still fucking blame them for it. They're the assholes that I think ultimately implemented, if it wasn't rolled back, a function of the game where you can take a single-player game and make it multiplayer. Again, they could have rolled that back. And what good are sapphires? Make them in the block. Oh no. R is how to make them. Use them for trimming. You can grind them to dust. Okay, then what do I use the dust for? Trimming, enchanting, make them into plates. Eh. Okay. And then the plates I can use to make a fishing station. Okay. Sure. I'm going to be quite hungry here in a bit. In-game me, not me IRL. I just had dinner. Sad though it may be. Get out of here. That's slightly concerning. Ah, these are my chunks now. Rather, this is my chunk. You know, what's the point of this mechanic? In single player, there is none. Also, these exist right outside my chunk. Teleport. But apparently I can force load it, so it's just always loaded even when I'm away from it. Duly noted. I guess there is a point to claims. Do you have something I could eat that isn't rotten flesh? Okay, I was wondering what those symbols were. I'm like, is that a different mob? No, it's just a couple of alpaca. Well, if I'm good enough... I can just murder fish. Some may call... Oh, God. Some might call this fish murder, but I just call this alternative fishing. Is that a goddamn geode? That might be a goddamn geode. I don't know if I found one legitimately. No, I had to have, right? Did I find one legitimately in, admittedly not vanilla Minecraft, but single player Minecraft? Not block game? Because that's what that is, because it's smooth basalt doesn't spawn in the world unless it's like a geode. Pretty fucking sick. Yeah, I need the food. And today, in another spouting off of bullshit that probably needs a goddamn, like, days since the last time Mana mentioned Minecraft hunger system. Hey, did you know I really fucking hate the goddamn hunger system in this game? Because it's really fucking stupid. Like, all it is a net negative system. Like, you consume a resource, food, to temporarily gain health regen, which doesn't even last for the duration of your fucking hunger bar, mind. I feel like it should, and your hunger bar just depletes at a normal rate. And then when you run out of hunger, like, then you no longer get health regen. But it doesn't, like, fucking reduce you to 0 HP. Did we mention that if your hunger is low enough, you take damage? Yeah, I'm aware. Like, once you're completely out of hunger, actually, you just go down to 1 HP. You take damage and you, like, lower down to 1 HP. The system is so bad, in fact, that people will circumnavigate it by just letting themselves die in a place where they can grab their shit really quickly to just completely restore their hunger. It is actually an asinine system. It's incredibly stupid. Like, I wish whoever invented it a very merry, like, have a good life. And also, I want you to stub your toe the next time that you see a table. Because this shit is unironically some of the worst gameplay design, period. Minus reach. Hey, it's a rare pick. It's very OG roguelite. Or roguelike. Except the thing with rogue is that that's fine. That works. That's more like of a nuisance gameplay mechanic. Here in Minecraft, the fuck is the point? Though those drop more penalties on you for being hungry. It was supposed to be like a management system, so that way, like, while you're playing through Rogue, you didn't just beeline it for all the treasure. You would also have to, like, keep in mind and keep in your inventory food so you could keep the run going. Whereas here in Minecraft, all it does is annoy the fuck out of you. Like, it really doesn't feel like there's much reason for its existence, if you ask me. Other than to stop whatever you're doing. If you don't have food, go back and get more food, or if you have food, sit there and go through an eating animation while you restore your hunger bar, which is depleted by doing things like mining, sprinting. Like, all it does is just get in the way of the fucking game mechanic. Until you make a good automated farm. Yeah, if you decide to even make an automated farm, I would argue. More rubies. But again, all it does is just get in the way of playing the game. And ultimately, it's negative design. Or no, it's negative reinforcement instead of positive reinforcement. You'd be a fool not to plan on making an automated farm. The issue is that with this mod pack, there's actually a season system, so for it to be truly automated, it has to be in a greenhouse. Like, I can't just make it anywhere, I have to make it in a specific, or at least under specific blocks. But otherwise, like, yeah, I could totally make an automated farm. I think cherry tree over there. Sure it is. Anyway, I need to get, like, more iron and stuff before I really start thinking about that. Where's my gut telling me to dig? Probably here. And of course, I understand that from a particular perspective, talking about all this game design stuff is very much a, well, why don't you go and make your own game? Time constraints, mostly. That's the primary reason why. It's also overwhelming to learn how to make a new, like, how to make a game. Because we're talking about me, who has, like, some passing knowledge in programming. Not a whole lot. Enough that I could probably make a handful of Python programs if I really, like, put my mind to it. We're talking about a whole skill set of designing and creating a whole-ass game. Either through a creation engine like Godot or Game Maker or RPG Maker. And that requires that requires learning a lot. But looping back to my mention of rogues, the OG rogue, you almost exclusively got food from killing enemies, who, though they did spawn on a floor at a rate, did not spawn fast enough coupled with drop rates to avoid starvation if you didn't advance to the next floor. Right. Okay. So yeah, there was something that more or less consistently got you food. But Minecraft doesn't have those things in place, right? And I think to some extent, Minecraft has been forgiven for its design sins. So hunger was essentially the mechanism to keep you from grinding in safe spaces. Right. Because I'm sure, like, higher level enemies will drop better food. Or something along those lines. At least I would expect as such. Actually, if we were to have stairs on this... Yeah, I'm right there. Oh, no. Really? Oh, right, because then you would just go to the next floor and there would also be food. A corpse is a corpse. Right. Right, because in Rogue, you eat whatever the fuck you can. If you want to give it more food, you gotta cook it. Right. But then, like, if you wanted, like, a good deal of food, period, you'd go to the next floor anyway. If there's one thing I don't like about this mod pack, it's that the rarity system for commons, sometimes it gives you that minus range. And it's like, bro, please. But the reason going down is a floor starts fully populated. Right, so plenty of food and loot, for that matter, to refill your hunger and stuff. Also, I don't know if it would be called salt ore. I'm pretty sure it's just salt. Crystals, maybe? There goes the other one. That's my iron pick. Not to bring up more of me hating on shit. I also think that the whole system where you, like, completely break a pickaxe and then it's just gone, super fucking weak sauce. Could do with putting fucking torches on the wall. Oh yeah, this is the rare pick. Oh, it's just diorite. I thought that was calcite for a second. I'm like, the fuck? But, I mean, yeah, and that really is a lot of my reasoning as to, like, why... Like, if you were to ask me, hey, what do you think of Minecraft? I will tell you, great creative medium, both for people that want to make mods and for people that want to, like, run their own servers. As far as a single-player game experience is concerned, awful, horrible. Don't fucking do that. He says, while he's also, like, making himself a set of quests to follow. Look, if I do that, all I'm gonna say is I'm gonna find a mod that fucking disables hunger or makes it fucking better. And if not, find one, then figure out how to make one. Because, again, and I cannot drive this point home hard enough, hunger in Minecraft is really fucking stupid. Like, for all the shit that I will give Valheim, because there is no way to completely turn off drop loot on death, which I hate with a burning passion. I hate games that make you do that drop all your shit on death. And in Valheim's case, it's false advertising, because it's don't drop equipped on death, which my ass misinterpreted mostly as like, oh, so you don't drop your inventory and stuff, because that's, you know, on your person. No, it just means you don't drop your shirt and the weapons and tools in your hand. It did say equipped. I just apparently have the reading comprehension of a 5-year-old. I'm still pissed about that, and it is the reason why the game is presently uninstalled on my computer. Because how dare it? How dare it do that? And how dare it not have the fucking option to just say, I don't want to drop my shit on death. More power to devs that, like, make those decisions for their games. As far as, like, oh, my game is set to be like this, and this is part of the experience. I'm over here, though, like, I don't want to drop my shit on death. It's already going to be bad enough in Valheim that, oh, I went over to this different island, and now I died. But because it's a different island, I needed a boat to do that, and so I lost a boat. That's a lot of resources invested into that. And it promotes this idea of, like, maybe be a little bit more careful when exploring. Sure, I feel like the punishment is already far too harsh. And it's mostly because, like, you know, I'm just a dumbass. Another genre that tends to do hunger well, farm game. RPG hybrids, like, say, Harvestella. Alright, I feel like you want an excuse to talk about Harvestella again, because it's been a hot minute, but go off, King. because that forces you to set up a base and engage with the farming system. Right. Which brings me to the other thing that bothers me about Minecraft. Hey! You know all those updates and how they're adding new biomes and shit? Yeah, the core gameplay mechanic is that you settle the fuck down, build a base, and never move. But all the updates are about exploring. Make it make sense! Actually, I didn't think of Harvestella. I was just robbing the first game I thought of. Alright, touche. I just recall that, from what I remember, you particularly liked that game. So it's like, oh, here's Jindro wanting to talk about the game that he liked. When was the last time you got a real pre-void movement technique? Yeah, I'm ambivalent about it. Aw, fair enough. Pre-void? Do you mean the end or the nether? It does a lot of things good, but has some deep flaws. Like, what do you mean? Do you mean pre-end or pre-nether? The end? Yeah, no, precisely, because the Elytra is the last thing that has any sort of movement tech that isn't take a boat, put it on ice, and whee! You zoom the fuck off. There's nothing. There's nothing to aid or help with exploration in this game. This game constantly makes updates to include these new biomes and shit, which it's very much trying to promote this idea of like, go out and explore and have fun. Or nether rail. Yeah, or a nether rail. But meanwhile, I stare this fucking meter down here directly in the face, and I'm like, you stop me from doing what I want. Because when you run out of food in Minecraft, you either have to stop completely and make a whole new base, or you gotta go back. Gotta go back and get more food. It doesn't make any fucking sense. At least with a game like Valheim, if you're willing to take a small, or albeit, depending on the area, huge risk, and you don't have food, only, like, your max health and stamina are down. But you're not fucking crippled by being at 1 HP, or unable to sprint. You're crippled because you have, like, a really shorter sprint bar, and you're one-shottable. But again, if you're willing to take that risk, like, there's no positive reinforcement to have full hunger in Minecraft. And the punishment for having no hunger in Minecraft is devastating. One of my favorite mods back when I played gave you a home portal scroll. The portal being 2 use. 1 use to go in and go home, and 1 use to go back to where you fucking were. It's like the town portal, I bet. Town portal in, like, Diablo, or Path of Exile, or Last Epoch, you know, games of its ilk. Anyway, my throat's starting to go, but point is, Minecraft, if you love it, go off. I think it fucking sucks. Specifically to your respawn point. That's a little less exciting, but still, that's really goddamn cool, depending on when that was implemented. Because if that's a really old mod and there weren't beds yet, that's really good. Alright. I'm gonna get going, though. Cause your boy... But yeah, I want to see who I can raid really quick. Also, the cat is meowing at me. Beds did exist. Oh, that's a little inconvenient then. It would have been cooler if... Oh, so you could drop into where you were about to dive into a dangerous mess, so you could get back before the items despawned. And it would send you to respawn bed. Oh, your respawn. Okay. I thought when you said respawn point, specifically to your respawn point. Okay. I swear I'm not dyslexic, but I read that as spawn point. I missed the re. I'm a goober. Anyway, who's streaming? We're Punk Pup streaming, which he's taking a break today. In the middle of his subathon? Yes, in the middle of his subathon. Apparently his throat hurts real bad. Don't blame him. If you're gonna stream like 3 days in a row and you're going to go for as long as you fucking can, that'll happen. No, I'm surprised he went for like that long every day. Like shit, man. Emily's playing Helldivers. I would be down to watch that. We will raid Heavenly Father. You can recolor the fucking ODST stuff? Or no, is that because it's recon specifically? Oh my god, I want it. Helldivers did an ODST collab, and your boy is super nostalgic for Halo, so I approve. But yeah, folks, thank you very much for sticking around to the end of the stream. Your time is one of your most valuable resources, and I appreciate you spending it here. Be it, the full 2 hours or so, or, just a couple minutes. Gives me folks to yap at, talk to, and rage about Minecraft. But no, genuinely, I do appreciate it when folks are here. If you don't like me raging out so much about Minecraft, I can always carve it back. It's just, I am impassioned about this game, because I have spent so long in it, and there is a part of me that still likes it. And then there's the part of me that hates every fucking aspect of it. Well, not every aspect. But I hope you get what I mean. Anyway, go have fun with Heavenly Father. With that said, folks, please remember you're always welcome here at Mana's Potion. And I'll see you next time.